Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and we are nearing the end of the Team of the Decade videos. This is another one, and today I am going to be choosing my centres for who I think, right, let me start that over. The centres who I think deserve to be in my Team of the Decade, I am picking them. My words are jumbling up at the moment, sorry about that. So yeah, let's get straight into it with the centres I'm going to pick, shall we? Before I screw this up even more. Right, so the first centre I'm picking, inside centre, of course, different positions. So the first centre I'm picking between two players. I've mentioned him in a video before, mentioned him in the fly half video, and I'm going to mention him in this video as well. Owen Farrell, because I mean he has been playing in the inside centre role for England over the last 5 years, and I think there's reasoning to put him there. He has played there for half the decade for his national side. I know he doesn't play there for Sarries that often, but there's still an option to put him there. And then the other inside centre, Ma'a Nonu, who, yes, given he only played about 5 years of this decade, but still had a massive influence on the New Zealand side. And for me, it's hard to pick between the two. Because they've both been outstanding in their own right. Farrell's been here for the whole decade, took England to a World Cup final, helped Sarries to multiple trophies, even though they are now tainted. Yeah, he's just been fantastic. Ma'a Nonu, of course, scored a try in the World Cup final in 2015, was outstanding in the 2011 World Cup, and was a real influence in that New Zealand side. It's very difficult to choose between the two. Now, I'm going to go with not so of a shock, and yeah, I'm going to give it to Ma'a Nonu. And as much as Farrell has had a brilliant impact for Saracens and England over the past decade, I just can't help but not give it to Ma'a Nonu. Even though he's only been in this decade for 5 years, he was outstanding. The 2011 World Cup, he was outstanding. I regard him as one of the best centres ever to play the game, and he's been brilliant. There's not really many ways to put it. The tries he scored, the runs he made, the way he went over the gain line practically every time he carried the ball. He's just an instant impact, and he's an impact player. And every time you get the ball to him, you know he will make ground. You know he will get somewhere, and he's just such an influential player for that New Zealand squad back in the day, back when they were winning World Cups. And it's 100% for me. Got to go to Ma'a Nonu. As much as Owen Farrell has had an outstanding decade, especially recently, Ma'a Nonu just blows him out of the water, because I just think he's one of the best centres that have been on the pitch. And yeah, for me, Ma'a Nonu is going to be my inside centre. For outside centre, I'm going to go straight in with one player and not mention any others, because I think this player is definitely the best outside centre of the decade, and that's Jonathan Davies, aka Foxy. He has been outstanding for Wales, one of their outstanding players throughout this whole decade. He's been riddled with injury throughout it all, but every time he's come back and always made an impact. He always seems to be missed in that Wales squad, always missed. Whenever he's injured, you can tell that they miss him defensively, because he's one of the best defensive centres in the world right now. He can sniff out plays. He knows what's coming. He reads the game so well, and that's partially the reason why I'm putting him in here. His reading of the game at centre is outstanding. He can stop attacks with ease, and his tackling ability is outstanding. But not just that, his attacking ways as well. Can create, can score, can do anything in attack. He's just such an overall brilliant player. He's just all-rounded in that centre role, and that's what you want. And he's pivotal to the Welsh success, or that they had over this decade. And every time they've won Grand Slam and won Six Nations and did well in the World Cup, he was there. He was always there. This World Cup just passed, they played well, and he was the main reason for it. The Six Nations, in 2019, showed his defensive capabilities, and really is part of the reason why Wales' defence was so rock solid. I just think he's been outstanding, and for me, he is going to be my outside centre, Jonathan Davies, at number 13 in my team of the decade. So yeah, they are going to be my centres for this decade. Ma'a Nonu at 12 and Jonathan Davies at 13. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to go watch the other Team of the Decade videos, the playlist is in the link in the description down below. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. I will see you in a bit.